Hello, I'm Eagle Gardens one on Instagram, and this is fucking talking shit with Eagle, episode 757. I've got a great show for you this evening. Looking forward to hanging out with this gentleman right here. I got a chance to meet him last week or 2 weeks ago at the Organic Cup. Uh, Turp Vineyards, how you doing? You want to tell us how you're doing and where we can find you?
Man, I'm doing amazing. You guys can find me at Terpvineyatds on Instagram. Uh, doing great out here enjoying the Pennsylvania weather. I think it was 55 degrees today, so can't complain. Can't complain.
Nice. What are you smoking on there?
I'm smoking on a little bit of lemon dosey dough for my greenhouse this year. We grew with nectar for the gods during flower, and actually during veg. All we did was rototill chicken manure from our own garden. You know, we call ourselves Turp Vineyards because we were a 45-acre farm. We had 17 rows of grapes. We had 30 Mangalisa pigs in the farm. And, we were just a self-working farm, and we added cannabis the last 2 years that I stepped in simply because I had the knowledge to do so. And, man, we made some amazing stuff.
Right on, right on. What is the? Did you enter the cup? Was that the reason why you were attendance, or were you just there to
I,
have
I,
fun?
no, I did attend the cup. Yeah, I actually, so I've always done 50 seating, right? Whether it was indoor or outdoor. And this outdoor run, we ran a friend of mine's genetics out of California called El Mexicano Genetics. We ran his Garlotto line. And the Garlotto is a GMO Gelato 33 and cement shoe strain. And that cement shoes, that's a cult classic from back in the day that never really got a lot of attention. And I ran it simply because I love the terps of the GMO. GMO was one of my all-time favorites. It washes very well, and man, we found some keepers. I have one strain called La Chida, which is Mendo Punch and Garlado. She returns
Knock it
something
off.
like 5.7% in rosin, 5.9%. You know, a great washer, and the terps are they're phenomenal and they're different.
That makes a huge difference. I believe that the genetics right now, with everybody kind of chasing hype times hype to breed with, I
Yep.
think things are really, really starting to blend. To be honest with you.
Oh no, I 100% agree. A lot of things taste the same. Uh, these new hype strains taste like a hype strain from a year or two ago. Don't get me wrong, they're chirpy, they taste okay, but it's just the same old thing, rebranded, another name on it. I like smoking different. I like smoking different.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I do not blame you. Well,
I mean
before
that.
we get too,
Go ahead.
sorry
Go
about
ahead.
that.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're the guest. It'd be rude of me to
I,
cut in on you.
I was just gonna say. I mean, that being said, when sourcing the proper genetics, proper clones from friends, that always works out good too, right? I was gifted some OG18 cuts. I was gifted ET Highway cut that not a lot of people have. Again, if they come from reliable sources and good friends, I'm all about taking it.
Before we get too in depth, I guess we need to start where we normally start around here, and work our way from there to now. When did the plant actually enter your life? When was the first time you either smoked or come across the plant?
Okay, so my parents are immigrants from Mexico, and actually, my parents are from Zacatecas, which is where Sensimilla was actually uh, first cultivated, right? By an organization down there that I'm not going to name. Um, So my family's had this plant, you know, in its life for generations. And me being a kid, being born in Northern California, the San Francisco Bay Area to be exact, um, man, it was the land of good weed. You know, I remember being 7, 8 years old and walking across the street to the store, and I could just smell the pungent grape weed, the pungent grape, you know, the Kush. I didn't know what it was, you know, because I was a kid and I was ignorant to it. But I was around good stuff, you know, good cultivars at a young age, young age. That first smoked when I was 10. Didn't really become a habitual smoker till I was 15. You know, like any teenager tends to, you know, they become a little stoner.
So was it an everyday or like a weekend thing at that point?
Oh no, it turned into an everyday thing, man. It just and it being in Northern California, it was just easy to get. You know, um, $10 you could get two blunts worth. You know, of really good OG Kush, White Widow, Cat Piss, White Rhino. Those were just the everyday strains that I was around as a kid, simply because we were, you know, 45 miles south of the Emerald Triangle.
Yeah, you guys definitely get a little spoiled. I think some of you Cali guys that because you guys do have a little bit richer history with some better quality weed. In the Midwest
Yes,
here,
sir.
growing up, man, we had mids, mids if we were lucky, and then once in a while we'd get that good weed. But you
Right,
guys,
right.
it was the land of the goods where you guys are.
No, we were definitely spoiled, right? And that being said, man, I was a kid that I didn't want to pay the top dollar. I wanted to figure out how to grow it. So at like 15, I started meeting growers and started asking questions. Um, I remember me meeting my neighbors and wondering what they had going on in their backyard. They were Cambodian and they were actually running KNF in the backyard right next door. Um, and so I remember trying to learn from this old Cambodian gentleman that didn't even speak English about KNF. I didn't even know what KNF was. He was just fermenting his own stuff, eating his plants, you know. And I was just trying to soak up that information because I felt it was valuable, you know.
Definitely valuable. So I'm guessing organics from the beginning. Uh,
Organics, I was taught, you know, the super soils, you know, we were guerrilla growing out in the middle of nowhere. And same thing when I moved to Michigan at 19 years old and I met my mentors here. You know, I got here pre-medical, so it was all underground. The first indoor facility I was in Michigan, and I can say this now, it was in my mentor's son's bedroom's closet in a secret passageway, you know. But again, this is pre-medical, you know, this is back when we didn't talk about this. We were scared to even mention something like this to a friend, you know. Um, and so yeah, it was all organic, even for them, the gorilla growing. We were out there doing the super soils, building the stuff up, tying down the plants so that they didn't grow taller than 2.5 feet, but they were still able to produce 3 to 5 pounds outside that you know you want a plant to produce. I was a little.
can't believe I'm still having me some internet problems. Excuse me.
Eric didn't actually think there were good strains out here. And you're straight.
You froze in my window. I can't tell. Damn it. I don't know if it's my internet or his, but my apologies, guys, both to you and him. It's not me. Thank you, Chad. I can't figure it out. I've been trying to figure it out. A spotty connection, but he's been super patient on, trying to make this work. And I hope we make this work. He's definitely a great guy that I got to meet this weekend or a couple weekends at the Organic Cup. Showed me some nice hospitality. I can't wait to hear the rest of this story. Man, how is your guys' day? What are you smoking on? All right. Hopefully he comes back. If not, I don't know what I'm gonna do. If he doesn't come back, we may just kind of call this one a wrap until later on this evening. Pick up later with a weed world after I go to the gym. Man, I hope he comes back. Hopefully not too discouraged after all these mix-ups and technical difficulties. Please bear with us. Rather smoke with some bud. Mr. Westport, I think it was kind, says, "What's up, Mr. Tao? Cheers to you." Cheers, cheers, cheers. Buddy needs quit with his dumb growling behind me. Man, I hope he comes back. Stony Creek, cheers. How you doing this evening? This might be a tuck and roll episode. This may just be a tuck and roll episode. Oh, here we go. I think he's coming back. Small tubes, how you doing? Not tuck and roll. Sorry, not tuck and rub. Tuck and roll. That's crazy. What's up, Miss Lexi? Love you, girl. Mr. Terp Wizard or Terp Vineyards is in, but I don't know if he can hear me just yet. These are tough. This is a tough one. Oh, there he goes. If we have to, I'll be more than happy to reschedule. Should hit him up, tell him that. Please bear with me. Hi, Miss Alexis. I love you. It was nice hanging out with you guys the other day. Try to get a hold of this gentleman. I sent him a message. Hopefully he'll come back or we can make this work. Says I'm stoned. Time wreck times blueberry. It sounds like some good shit. Mr. Towel. Yeah, unfortunately, he says he's not able to connect. Yep. This looks like it's gonna be a redo. So I guess I'll see you guys in a bit. Yeah, bummer. Things happen. Damn internet. But I'll see you guys in a bit in the weed nerd world. I guess check back. Sorry. Wah, wah, wah. Do something nice for some.